Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, I've got my first loss here, which is unfortunate, but honestly I can't believe I went so far before getting my first loss, so this has been an amazing run so far. I could get 2 losses in a row and just be out, like 2 more losses in a row, which would be 3 losses in a row, which would be very, very frustrating, but still a good run. But we're going to see if I can get 2 wins in a row here, push me up to 8, which would be a fantastic run. Again, like that last opponent was what you got when you have 6 wins and no losses. I should now be against other people who have at least lost once, so they're less likely to have utterly insane decks like that other one. 1, 2, 4, that's probably a decent casting cost curve. A Bluegill Warrior is not my favorite for this early in the game. I'd rather have something that's a little bit tougher, but you never know, the situation might require it. I'm going first. Do I play the Light Warden first, or do I play him first to protect her? I'm going to play the Footman first, in case there's like a backstab or something that's going to come out and kill him. Because I'd rather keep her alive if at all possible. Coin Defias? That would be annoying. Yeah, this is the classic rogue start when they're going second. The coin counts as a spell, so it triggers the combo on this guy, and she gets 2 minions for the price of 1. Which is unfortunate. I am going to... I think we should start over. I mean, I could have hit her for 1, and she probably would have had to attack my taunt guy with her 2-1, but there are a million things she could do to prevent that. Now, maybe it would be worth it to force her to waste a backstab to kill my guy, but I'd only be doing 1 damage to her, and it seems a lot safer to have board control. I wish I could play him and then Holy Smite, but I don't have enough mana, because he would get +1 attack from something dying. I do want to kill the Direwolf Alpha, but I'm going to play the Light Warden. And I'm going to blow him up, because why not? I can, that's why. So she's interesting, because she can survive the 1 damage from a non-poison dagger. Like, if she just uses her dagger to hit me, I'll heal myself, she'll get bigger. If she has poison, then she's okay. No, see, she doesn't want to attack this either. She's smart. She knew what was going on. If she hit her, I would heal her, and she would still get bigger. She's just very annoying. But no, we're going to go ahead and play more stuff. I can only hit for 1 because there's literally nothing I could heal. Like if my opponent were damaged, I might have healed my opponent if she'd only taken 1 or 2, because that would have given 2 attack to her. It would have been just as much damage, except that she would be permanently +2 bigger. I could do that next turn if nothing happens to her, but I think something's going to happen to her. Or not. She just used all her mana, unless she drew a backstab. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, also interesting, because that'll give me a minion. This is lots of fun. She's so fragile. Oh, there's so many ways I can do this. It's just like overloading my brain with awesomeness.
Must consider.
I'd love to have him out, but I can't have him and the Power Word Shield and the healing. So now, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shield her, because I'd love to keep her alive. She gives me a free minion because I cast a spell. She gets bigger defense, not bigger offense. Then, oh, that's awesome, actually. So I'm going to play this, which is going to make them both bigger, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to use this to kill him.
Instruction begins.
Oh no, she took 2 damage. I better heal her. And she gets bigger, and now I attack for 4. That was a phenomenally good set of cards. Like, everything just worked out perfectly. Let's see how it goes wrong. This is the time when the rogue needs to whip out some of that crazy area of effect damage, which is really, really hard for the rogue to do. If she could poison her dagger, and then there's a spell that sacrifices the rogue's weapon to deal that much damage to all enemies, that's pretty much the biggest area of damage they can do. Aw. Well, that was pretty effective. I lost the power word shield and the healing bonuses that she had gotten. Because she was returned to my hand. And that blew up the wolf. The wolf was very good. I'm going to miss that wolf. But we're going to keep going and being annoying. I'm going to play the flesh-eating ghoul. I'm going to kill him. Ghoul gets bigger. Play Light Warden. Heal the teacher some more. That teacher's had a lot of fighting. You know, most teachers don't do as much fighting as she's already done in their entire lifetime. She's killed things twice, been healed twice. Uh-oh. You have some way to do 2 damage area of effect? Oh, just want to do 2 damage. So he's the priority over this. Interesting. I would have thought the Light Warden would be the priority myself, but that's just me. My teacher's barely going to survive killing him. He's not big enough to kill with Shadow or Death. Again, attack 4 is like the Priest Bane, right? So I'm going to heal her up so she can just barely survive this. Now my teacher's going to get stabbed next turn by the rogue, but even then, the rogue's going to take 3 damage, so that's okay. And she got bigger from the healing, so we'll hit there. We're going to play the Loot Hoarder. Here's the question. What are the chances of the rogue having area of effect spells? The only area damage the rogue can have is Fan of Knives, does 1 damage to everything, draws a card. That would be really bad for me right now, though. Especially if she had 1 spell power, then it would be 2 damage and kill all my army, even with this. The other one is the one where she throws the weapon. That one I think is an epic card. It's at least rare. I don't have any for my constructed deck. I think it's an epic card. So she's less likely to have that. The other thing would be Wild Pyromancer. He does 1 every time a spell goes off, and 1 to all minions, including himself. I'm going to take the risk and play the Fairy Dragon. So if she can do 2 points of area damage, I'm probably just going to lose, because she's got a lot more cards than I do. If she can do 1 point of area damage, then that would still help her tremendously. Doesn't look like it. Looks like I have a good chance here. That's another way to do 2 points of area damage, and I didn't think of that one. God damn it. Okay. So I'm going to have to kill through him, and unfortunately... What do I want to save, is the question. Because when he dies, he deals 2 damage to all characters. So he's going to kill all my guys, except if I play him, return 1 of them to my hand, I can save 1, and then I can heal him back up to 4, which is pretty good. I'm not going to save this, obviously, because I'd rather just draw the card. Do I want to save this, which is hard to kill, or her, who is amazing, but it takes some building up? I would have enough mana to replay her and then heal. Let's see what I draw. I'm going to use him either way. I don't think I'm going to sacrifice her. I could just use her to kill him, but then that's not better than losing this anyway. This would die no matter what, so I might as well see what card I get. Oh, he's going to be awesome for winning the game, but not this turn. So, I'm going to save her. Just because it's the most annoying. 2 damage to everything. Play her again. Heal him. She gets boosted again. I just figure psychologically my opponent is going to be like, that goddamn Light Warden. Even if it hasn't been like the end of the world, but she keeps having to do stuff to stop the Light Warden from destroying the universe.
I hope you like my invention.
You gotta draw a card. She's hoping you get something to save her, because things are looking bad for the rogue right now. Even though she has so many cards. And that's a pretty good combo, right? It only costs 2 mana to play the Novice Engineer. She draws a card, and she triggers combo for something else, like this guy. So she has a big army now. Unfortunately, she's dead, because I can hit for 8 without even doing healing tricks, and then another 4 from this. It's 12. So let's heal myself to full.
Face the light.
Another round.
Sorry, to Northrend. Okay, so that game really went my way, but I was on thin ice there. If I was playing the odds, it's very hard for the rogue to get good area of effect damage, but she had that abomination. She had like a way. It was very nearly the end of my army. And she had so many more cards in her hand. Even if her cards were all smaller, she would probably have just crushed me, even from half health or less. If she just had like a hand of 5 cards and I'm just drawing 1 card per turn with nothing on the board. Okay. So that's good though. 7 wins. Awesome.
Anduin versus Geralt.
I think it's a fair while since I've had 7 wins. 5 is a pretty good run. Remember, 3 wins is average. Your average run will actually get... Your median run will be only 2 wins and 3 losses to make up for all the people that get more than 3 wins. We'll get rid of you. We'll keep the 2 guys who cost 2 mana. Hey, you did really well last game. I bet you don't do as well this game, because that was crazy. You're pretty interesting. Warriors like to play with this card sometimes, too. I don't think it's a combo they use as much, but he does deal damage to himself, so that triggers effects that happen when something is damaged. And they have a buff that's +3/+3 on a damaged minion. I haven't had any luck trying to build decks with it. It always works out badly for me, but yeah, it's interesting. You know what? I'd rather save him for attack, but the first thing that comes out is probably going to die. I'd rather it be him, because I like him better. And if for some reason the warrior doesn't kill the bluegill, then I can play him and use his +1 attack to do 1 more damage next turn, which is going to be awesome for killing the Crocolisk. Or I could Shadowward Pain the Crocolisk, or I could play the Injured Blade Master, but no, I'm just going to do this. I'm happy with this play. Rather play him when I have 5 mana, and I can put him out and heal him right away, so he's a 4/5. What do you got? Okay, he's already squelched. That's the important thing. Warriors do have a number of cards that are good for killing 2/2s. The problem is, overall, their anti-minion spells are not great. They have Cleave, which deals 2 damage each to 2 random minions. For 2 mana, that sounds really good, but because your opponent has to have a minimum of 2 minions to cast it, it's not that great. If they have exactly 2 minions, it's a very efficient spell. If they have only 1 minion, it's useless. You just literally can't play it. And if they have more than 2 minions, you can't control who it damages. The 2 damage might not actually help you that much against one of them. He's having a hard time deciding what to do. He should do something fast. Unless he's AFK, in which case it's going to be a free win, but... very boring game for the video. Don't go AFK in the arena, it's sad. You're going to get a loss for no good reason. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to keep playing as though he's still there. It doesn't really change my play at all. I play her, attack, I'm done. Notice that it's because he timed out, because he didn't do anything on his turn and ran out of time, it starts the timer for his next turn immediately. So that if he really isn't there, it's not wasting as much time. But it's still going to give him the timer every turn, so he has a chance to come back if he was having disconnection issues, or if he had to go to the bathroom and ran away from his computer. This is unfortunate for whoever that is, though, that he's going to get a strike against him in the arena. And it's also unfortunate that it's going to make my video kind of boring. But it's good for me to get another win. Wow. Sorry guys, this is going to be the world's most boring game. You could maybe fast forward now. Or I could dance. I'm not going to dance. Anyway. He's going to go down pretty fast though. Okay, I'm now going to do something I would definitely not do if this was a real game. I'm going to play the Rocketeer early. I'm guessing that Mr. AFK is not going to kill her. Frankly, even if he just suddenly comes back and plays Brawl, he's going to have a really hard time winning the game from 5 health. Sorry, dude. Well, that was silly, and it's going to make for a short video. But, I don't know. This is definitely the best run I've had in a while, even if this particular game is silly. I have to stick to two games per video, or I get confused when I'm like editing them. Because you'd think I was a smart guy, but there are a lot of places where it doesn't seem to apply. So we're just going to see if I can have more real matches, and I'm sure we are, because at 8 wins, even with a loss, there's going to be some hard matches. Next time. If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.